Hello, I'm Altaf Mullah and welcome to Hastaresha Vidyan channel, which is about exploring palmistry and other occult subjects. Today, we will look at the topic of thumb and its importance in palmistry. The thumb is considered to be the most important of all the fingers. All the fingers of our hand are in the same line and they move back and forth. While making a fist, all the fingers are gathered on the palm, while the fingers are slightly turned towards the back side. But the thumb can rotate around itself and touch each finger from the root to the tip. All the fingers of a monkey's hand point in the same direction, but the thumb allows humans to perform dexterous tasks like writing. This thumb is considered very important in the palmistry. Structure of the thumb. The thumb is a finger like the other fingers of the hand. Each finger is made up of 3 phalanges. Similarly, the thumb is made up of 3 parts. The first and the second phalange of the thumb are easily distinguished, but the third phalanx is usually not considered as it is fused with the fleshy venous mount. The first phalanx of the thumb gives an idea about willpower and sense of duty. The second phalanx is about reasoning, and the third phalanx is called mount of Venus, is related to emotion. If the first phalanx is longer than the average, the person has strong willpower. If the second phalanx is longer than the first, the person is thoughtful. If the third phalanx is big and puffy, it denotes an emotional person. Location of the thumb. Looking at the thumb, some important inferences can be made from where exactly the thumb is located. The thumb is on the upper side, slightly lower side, or in the middle of the hand. If the thumb is on the upper side, the intellectual level of the person is low. The thumb is always on the upper side of the hand of lunatics or mentally troubled person. This is not a good sign. If the thumb is on the middle part of the hand, such a person has an attractive personality and is intelligent. The person is full of wisdom and skill and has a desire to be benevolent to others. If the thumb is on the lower side, such a person is selfish and addicted. Distance between thumb and 4 fingers. If the distance between the thumb and the index finger is 45 degrees, then such a person has a cheerful and open-minded nature. Such persons become everyone's favorite as sportsmen. Their health is good. If the angle between thumb and 4 fingers is very less than 45, then such persons are suspicious of everyone. Like Emperor Aurangzeb, they do not trust even their own children. If the distance between the thumb and 4 fingers is 90 degrees, such a person quickly makes an impression on others. The personality of such a person is very attractive. But a person with such a thumb is very rare. Such people help others. If Venus is developed, such people are respectful, loving, and understanding. Types of thumbs. So far we have looked at the phalanges and placement of thumb. Now we will learn about the types of thumbs according to the palmistry. Primary thumb. The shape of such a thumb is not fixed. We can always easily distinguish first finger and the second finger from the joint, but it becomes difficult in the case of this thumb, which is straight like a pestle. The position of the thumb is the same as it was in the very early period of human evolution. That is why this thumb is called the primary thumb. This thumb is rough and tough. It usually does not bend backwards. The behavior of such persons is barbaric. They also get very angry quickly. Such people are not educated. The thumb of daily wage laborers is in the elementary stages. Expectations are very low in the life of such people. Delicate thumb. This thumb is slightly flattened and wide towards the nail side and tapers towards the flange. Such a person is constantly under mental stress. Such a person is always found in a state of despair. A person of this type of thumb gets upset because of small reasons. This person is always grumpy and curses his fate constantly. If there is a mess of lines on the palm and the mount of moon is weak, then such a person is likely to take the path of suicide after despair. Broad thumb. This thumb is a modified version of the delicate thumb. The first flange is flat and not puffy at all. Such a person is inclined towards authoritarianism. Stubbornness runs in their blood. Improper judgment and stubbornness makes such a person unpopular in society. Prolapsed thumb. The joint between the first and second flange of this thumb appears to be horizontally spread. Such a person has an admirable tenacity to get things done, but they are constantly getting sick. Any work is started with enthusiasm. With persistence, such people complete the work till the last phase, but at the last moment, due to illness or other work and difficulties, the work remains incomplete. Someone else steps in and completes the remaining task, and all the success and glory of the task is achieved by that person. A person with such a thumb should not give up in the middle when the work is being completed for fear of infamy in social work or cooperative societies. Successful thumb. In this thumb, the length and the thickness of the first flange is the same as that of the second flange. This thumb looks very attractive. The tip of the thumb is unnoticeably tapered. A person with this thumb is educated, cultured, attractive, enthusiastic and hardworking. Such a person can easily succeed in politics. They have the skill to take others along with them. Flexible thumb. This thumb is definitely found on the opportunistic person's hand. If this thumb is bent, it bends very much. Such people are intelligent. It is very easy for them to withdraw at the right time. By compromising, they save themselves from bad times. Spending on luxury and fickleness are their vices. Stiff thumb. A person with this thumb is of the will that I will break but I will not bend. Such a person is one-track mind but visionary. They have a reputation for consistently completing any task. Such people are known for keeping their word. These are the idealistic people who follow through with their goals. Killer thumb. This thumb looks like a peg. The first flange is hemispherical and flattened. Such a person gets angry for any trivial reason. Such people create terror due to their barbaric and brutish behavior. Enmity with them is a matter of life and death, and one should stay 2 steps away from such a person. Because these people are always angry, they are likely to commit vile deeds like murder. This thumb is known as murderous thumb, but if there are other good signs on the hand, such a person should never be considered a murderer. I hope you like the video and you will subscribe, share and comment on the video. Have a good day. Namaskar.